Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and as you can tell from the countdown clock here, the lesson is about to begin. If this is your first time playing piano, welcome. I'm very excited for you. You're going to do great. Hopefully you already received from us the welcome packet in the mail, and maybe you even got started on the Absolute Beginners video pack to teach you the names of the notes and things like that. But if not, that's fine. You'll do great. I'll show you how to play all the notes. And if I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. You can always pause the video or rewind it and go over the more difficult parts. And even if you only learn a little bit of this song and you don't learn the whole thing, you'll still learn enough to help you build skills so you can learn other songs faster in the future. So jump in, give it a try. You're bound to end up at least a little bit better than you even are right now. Throughout the lesson, I may refer to Klapple Academy, and you can check out that link on the website if you want. Basically, it's a program that takes you all the way from learning the names of the notes, the very beginning, through 12 levels of classical and jazz music, through all the skills that you would need to become a professional pianist. So you would learn all the same stuff that you would learn if you're taking regular traditional piano lessons, probably plus a little bit more, but it takes about 5 to 10 years to complete. So you can just try out the first level, see if it's the kind of thing that you like, or if you just care about today's lesson and learning this song, then just ignore all those references and focus on today's lesson. If you're watching this at LearnPianoLive.com, there should be a PDF and an MP3 button right next to this video. The MP3 is a play-along track that you can use to practice more after the lesson, but a lot of students like to print out the PDF right now so they have it during the lesson. Careful, it could be up to like 30 pages, so just find the couple pages that you want and print those out. If you decide not to, that's fine. I'll show you all of the notes on screen as we go through it. And we will be going through 5 different levels of this song that all use the same play-along track. So even if you've never played piano before, you'll still be able to do level 1. And then as we go through level 2, 3, 4, and 5, then when we use that same play-along track, you just keep playing your same version. If you're watching this lesson in the archives and you have a question during the lesson, then feel free to click on that survey button. And at the end of the survey, there's a place for you to ask your question, and I will do my best to get back to you with the answer to that question. But if you're with us live as we're recording this today, then feel free to click on that chat button, and you can talk with all the other students who are logged in during the live lesson. And if you have a question about the lesson, then you can just go ahead and type that into the box that says, Ask Jamin a question, and we will do our best to answer that question live in the lesson. All right, I think that's the end of the boring stuff. I'm ready to learn a song. Stay tuned at the end of the lesson and I'll show you how to win more points and earn more prizes next week. But for right now, let's get this party started. Welcome back to KidsLearnPianoLive.com. My name is Jamin, and this is Nifty Nika, and she's going to be learning this song right along with you. And for all of you who've requested this song so many times, I told you so. This song is so long, and it's got so many weird notes in it. We're going to do it, and if you're the kind of person who just likes to sit there and practice for a long time until you get the song down, this is the song for you. But if you're like new to the piano and you've never played a song before, this probably is not the right song to start on because it's really kind of crazy out there. There are a couple of repeating parts that we'll talk about in just a second. But first, let's introduce the incomparable Kendra and Jazzy James.
Guess what? So, Saturday we finally went Christmas shopping.
Oh, okay. Like as your family?
No, just my dad and my sister.
Oh.
We were shopping for everybody else in our family.
Oh, so your mom.
And my nana and grandpa.
Oh, and they might be watching, so we're not going to say what you got them.
Right.
But is it bigger or smaller than a baby horse?
It's smaller, but it's better.
Is it a tiny baby horse? Oh, I'm sorry. I wrecked it for you. Hopefully she's not watching. Your mom's going to get a tiny baby horse. Okay, cool. Well, we need to get to this song because Klapple is going to be really wanting to move on today. So let me play this song for you in case you've never heard it before. It would go something like this. Nika, check this out. You don't have to play. I'll play it for you. It moves fast. It's a lot of notes, huh?
I thought that was a short song.
Oh, okay.
It sounded
Cool.
short.
Well, let's jump in here. Let's find our very first note. So the very first note in the whole entire song is going to be a G. Unfortunately, there's a lot of G's, and this whole section right here, this terrifying thing with all those hashtags and stuff, that is going to repeat a couple times. We have another one right there, and again at the end, we've got this thing right there. It kind of repeats there, and it definitely repeats right there. So that chunk is going to come back 4 times. So let's figure out that one first, and then we're just going to have to rush through the rest of it, okay? Here we go. So the very first thing is finding a G. If you've never found a G before, you can just take any group of 3 black notes, like those ones right there. You can find your own group of 3 black notes. Nice, cool, you did it. Yes, and just make sure you don't find a group of 2, because that's a group of 2. That's not going to find you a G at all. So in order to find a G, we're going to take the group of 3 black notes. Oh, wait, we're not on a G yet. Hang on. Group of 3 black notes. You're going to pick that 3, right?
Yeah.
You're going to take the middle note. And we're just going to drag it to the left a little bit until we land on a white note. And that one's going to be a G every single time. That one's a G, and this one right here is the one that would be right next to a G. In the alphabet, it would be an F. So that's a G, and that's an F. Unfortunately, those are like the first couple notes that we're going to need, a G and an F. Actually, a different version of an F. But let's first play 3 Gs, and we're going to say the words Mele Ka. Whew, okay, cool. We're off and running. So the next note that we need has a little hashtag next to it, which means instead of playing F like we were going to, we're going to play the note that's slightly higher than the F. It's called an F sharp. So in real life, that is a hashtag, but in music, that is a sharp sign. It means play slightly higher. So very first thing is Mele Ka. Go ahead. Give me Mele Ka. Oh, wait, Ka. It's all G still. Mele Ka, and then Li is gonna be that, and then right back to that one, Ki. So Mele Kaliki. You try. Ooh, almost. We need 3 Gs. You played Mele Li. I need Mele Kali. It's very confusing. Mele Kali. Key. That's it. Cool. Make sure at home you're pausing and practicing wherever you need to. That thing is going to come back right here again with the G and the F. And first we need to play an A. So then we're going to try that whole phrase all together with the track. But first we need an A. And an A is weird. Is right next to a G because G is like the last note in music. And then the next one over would be an A. So it just repeats itself. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Right. Okay. So that's a G. Perfect. Perfect. So then there's the G. Give me the G again. We're going to play Mele Kalikimaka. And then one more time on the F sharp is the. That's that whole thing right there. It's crazy, crazy fast. At home, make sure you're pausing and practicing where you need to. We're all going to try it together. On your mark, get set. Mele Kalikimaka is the... Oh my! You almost got all of those notes. That's really super fast. That was great. Okay, let's try that one more time. Whew. Okay, ready? Go for... Oh, wait, hang on. We gotta wait for the track. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka is the... Oh my goodness! That is amazing. If you are not learning this song as fast as Niftanika, that's normal, that's fine. She's been playing piano for a really long time. But right after that, we're gonna jump way, way up to an E. So if this was a G, go ahead and give me your G again. The next one over is an A. And then after A comes B, and then C, and then D, and then E, just like the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E. So that's the E that we want. And then we're gonna jump from there down to a B. So that's that one right there. This is right next to the A we had. And then this one right here is going to be a D. So that might be a thing to practice right there. Thing to say. Yeah. So once we get through all of that first line, Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say. Yes. And then on a bright is ABC. A. On a bright. Yes. And then back and forth between the B and the C. Hawaiian Chris. And then up to that D. And then back down to the B. That's all of this second line. Now, this next one is almost like the first one. We've got, that's the island greeting that we, and then last time we jumped up to an E. This time we're gonna jump up to an F. This natural sign right here just means we've been playing a lot of F sharps. This one's not sharp. This is just a regular sharp, but it's way, way high. So we gotta jump all the way up to there. That's my note. No, you gotta go to that one up there. I'm gonna go Mele Kalikimaka. That's the island greeting that we send. Send, and then C sharp is that black note right there. To you is E. Yes, So before we had the end of this phrase up here was that thing right there. E, B, D. Do you remember practicing that?
Yeah.
Ooh, almost. Yeah, cool. Then the end of this line is very similar, but it's F, C sharp, E. Ooh, C sharp, and then E. Ooh, almost. F, C sharp, and then E instead of F. That's the one. Okay, and then we're almost to the halfway point. From the land is gonna be all the way back down to here. I'm sorry. No. Send to you from. It's the regular D right there. The next jump is the one I was thinking of. Down to the A. From. No! Clapple says it's already time to play it last time through. There's no way. We're not even halfway through yet. Sorry, Clapple. He's gonna get mad. Let's go as fast as we can, okay? Okay. From the is down to an A, and then this one just walks straight down. Regular C, and then B, and then A, and then one more down is a G, and then E. Yes. Okay, let's try that much with the track. Sorry, Clapple, this is not gonna be our last time through, but because we gotta do the second page. But let's try that much. If you get nothing else, at least get that chunk, and make sure at home, if you're watching this in the archives, you're pausing the video and practicing wherever you need to, because there's a lot of notes here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. And then do it again. That thing down at the G. Ready, go. That's the island greeting that we, and then send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Yeah, okay. There's still another section over here. So let's go through this one quick. It's kind of the same as the beginning, but it's way, way up high. So at the beginning we went, right? Now we're just gonna do that, but up way, way higher. So I'm gonna play this one right here. This is even off their screen, but they can still see, yeah, right, So it's gonna be G, G, F sharp, G, A, G, E, C, and then back up to that G, and then come down to the F sharp, and then down to the F natural. Yes, okay, so that whole thing right there, I'll play it down here so they can see it. So it would be, here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. That would be a chunk to practice right there. We wouldn't even go any farther than that, just that one chunk. And then we kind of do the same thing, but starting on this E right here. Sun to shine by day and all the stars is E to E flat to D natural. So this flat is for this note right here. So that's an E flat. And then this is a D natural because that natural sign is for that D. So it's E, E flat, D, stars at night. And then, fortunately, we got this thing. Mele Kalikimaka is ha. And we already know that, right?
Yes.
I know it's a lot of notes, huh? It's a crazy, 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 crazy song. Go ahead. Mele Kaliki. Oh, that's all right. Go again. Mele Kaliki. Mele Kalikimaka is ha. And then we gotta jump all the way up to a high G because these two G's are not the same G. Yes, right. Up to a high G, and then another G, and then F, natural, and then an E. And then you're gonna go up to an A, all the way up to an A. Yes. 2 more of those. Merry, and then Christmas is G to D. Mass. Last two notes are E and C. Yikes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna try to do. You're gonna try to get all of these Mele Kalikimakas and also get the very last note, which is going to be a C. Can you do that? Try to get the Mele Kalikimakas, all play all the in-between stuff, and you're gonna try to get the last note also. And you at home, make sure you're pausing this thing a lot and practicing. Let's try to get all the notes that we can. If you miss some, that's fine. Just keep on moving. Last time with the track. 1, 2, ready, go. Mele Kalikimaka is the... You did it perfect. To say, don't worry about this. On a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. Okay, here it comes again. Ready? With the G's. That's the island greeting that we, send to you from the... Yeah, you don't have to play any of this if you don't want to. Okay, right here, we got the same thing with the G's. Here we know that Christmas, and I'll come back to you in just a second. Bright, the sun to shine by day and all the stars. And here we go, ready? And G, G, G. Mele Kalikimaka is nice. Now go to the C. To say Merry Christmas to you. And you nailed the C! Wow! There's so many notes in there and it's so fast. But you got the Mele Kalikimaka part, which shows up 4 times, so that was fantastic. You got the last note, and then it's just a matter of filling in the blanks. Because it takes a long time to learn a song that has this many sharps in it and that is this long. But you're doing really well. Hopefully, you've got at least a couple of those notes down, and Kendra's going to tell us about our weekly activity.
This week is note value dice, and you just cut out the dice and tape them together so you can test yourself on the note values. And tag Learn Piano Live when you post a picture on Facebook or Instagram for 150 bonus points from our mascot penguin Klopple.
Yeah, that's an important one, especially for like level 2 people who are wanting to start doing the rhythms and stuff, or anyone who's in Klopple Academy level 2 or higher, actually. Then those are great to use to practice all that stuff. Let's play our feature of the game. Our feature of the day, our game of the day, our game of the week. Our game of the week is Axel Saints. So there's 2 songs you need for this game. Our feature of the day, our feature of the week, our game of the day. One is bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Hopefully you've heard that before. That's called Axel F theme. So that thing right there, bum dum. But I'm just gonna play the first 2 notes of that. So it would be bum. Whew. So that's Axel F. Okay, the other song you need is When the Saints Go Marching In. So it goes, oh, when the Saints go marching in, oh, when the Saints go marching. They're slightly different. Now, if you watch me play these 2 songs here, Axel F goes like this. So it's like the distance from an A up to a C. That's called a minor third, by the way. If you're in Klopple Academy level 3 or higher, you're already doing a lot of this ear training stuff. So that's the Axel F theme. And then Oh and the Saints goes from this one to this one. It's up 4 half steps. And so that one is called a major third. So we're listening for the difference between a minor third, which would be the Axel F theme, or a major third, which would be Oh When the Saints Go Marching In. So I'm going to play 2 notes for you. At first, you'll get to watch me play the notes, and then we're eventually going to have you where you can't see the notes anymore. So here are your first 2 notes. What would this be right here?
Can we play?
What's that?
Can we play?
Oh, yeah, in a second. Yeah, let's hang on. So this one right here. Did that sound like the beginning? Axel F's theme or When the Saints Go Marching In? And you can see the notes that I'm playing there are those, and they're 3 half steps away. So that'd be a minor third, so that'd be Axel F theme. That's how this game is gonna work. And yes, James and Kendra, you can jump in right now. So your job at home is to get more right than the 2 of them get right. You can do this. You're listening for the Axel F theme or When the Saints Go Marching In. And in just a second, I'm gonna have you guys take off the keys here too. Okay.
Like right now?
No, in a second. So here's the first one. Does that sound like the beginning of When the Saints? Or Axel F theme? One more time. Kendra and James on the count of 3. What do you think it is? 1, 2, 3.
Saints.
Ooh, nice. Oh, when the Saints go marching in. Oh, when the Saints go marching. Nice job. Okay, take away the keys. Here we go. This next one. Is this Axel F or is this When the Saints? Hopefully you're getting these right at home. James and Kendra, 1, 2, 3.
Axel.
Axel.
Yes, it was.
Focusing on the camera stuff.
I was
Yes.
Yeah, that was Axel F theme. Nice job. Okay, let's do 2 more of these. What about this one here? I'm sorry, not that one. Doesn't really sound like either song. Man, which one is it more like, Axel F or When the Saints? James and Kendra, 1, 2, 3.
Axel F.
Yeah, it was a minor third, Axel F theme. What about this one? This will be our last one. Axel F or When the Saints? Minor third or major third? Kendra and James, 1, 2, 3.
Go marching in.
That worked.
Yeah! That was When the Saints Go Marching In. So that's minor thirds and major thirds. And it's time for mailbag.
If you'd like to win an extra 750 points by being the mailbag winner, just fill out the survey at the end of the lesson or send us a message anytime during the week using the contact button at the top of the page.
And this week is from I Like Pianos. Dear Jamin, how do I get my drawing in the live lesson? We try to feature all of the drawings that are sent in. I think there's only slots for like the first 30 or 40, but so far right now, we're trying to sneak in all of them. So all you have to do is post it on either Instagram or Facebook, and then use the hashtags that we give you at the bottom of the coloring page, or if you just email us a picture of it. Some people aren't on Facebook or Instagram, so they just email us a picture of their drawing, and so then we try to feature those as well. But the best way is to post on Instagram or Facebook if you see that, because we check those hashtags all the time. So I think it's time for some secret information.
Secret information.
And today, our secret information about this song is... Oh, yes. You need to know, well, you don't need to know, I guess. That's the whole point of secret information. The people who are really good at piano are going to know that this thing right here, that's called a neighbor tone right there. So that's where we take a note and then we just play the one that's like right barely next to it and we come right back to it. You can use neighbor tones on almost anything, even like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you just take each one of those notes and you just play the one that's right next to it and come right back, that'd actually make a pretty cool version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. You're in the wrong key, Clapple. So anyway, those are called neighbor tones. You can fit them in all over the place. It just kind of makes it sound a little bit extra jazzy. Okay. The last thing on here, is at the very end. So this is really super top secret information because most people are not going to get this unless you've already been doing, you've been paying attention to the other secret informations, or you're doing level 4 or 5. The end of this song ends on a 2-5-1. I just like to point these out whenever we have them because they're super duper important in music. We're in the key of C. You're digging that guitar today, Claffle. So this one right here, that's like a number 1 in the key of C, and a 2 would be D, and a 3 would be E, and a 4 would be F, and a 5 would be G. So at the end of it, if you take a look at your left hand part, it goes from D to G to C. That's the 2 to the 5 to the 1, which is how we end almost all of our songs. And even songs that don't end with a 2-5-1, you can usually throw a 2-5-1 in there and make your song sound even better. So 2-5-1s are important. I just want to point some of those out when they're showing up. And I believe it's time for our raffle. Check this out. way to go, Abby. Make sure you let us know what prize it is that you want. Let's level up.
Transitioning to level 2. This may be confusing to level 1 students, so please continue to practice the level 1 version or visit learnpianolive.com/level 2 for a detailed explanation on how to level up.
So sadly, the lesson preview has come to an end, and it's time to say goodbye to everyone watching the free streams. Of course, paying subscribers at learnpianolive.com can continue watching this lesson and several hundred others like it in the archives. So come on over and check us out, and if you like what you saw, at least like and subscribe, and then tell your friends to head on over to learnpianolive.com to start enjoying this journey with us.